Hello, good morning. I'm Ben Daniel, the Chief Editor of Packaging Middle East and Africa magazine. It's a pleasure to be here at Gulfood 2024, and also a great pleasure to be here at the Tetra Pak stand at Gulfood launch. And it's a pleasure to see Angela Simondi, who's the Customer Experience Manager for Tetra Pak. Hello.
Hi, nice
Good to see you.
Yeah.
So how have you been? How has Gulfood been?
Gulfood has been very busy, I would say. 3 intense days, still other 2 to go. And we already seen a lot of customers and start discussing on new projects and innovation.
Wonderful, wonderful. Angela, if I can start before getting into details of Tetra Pak, tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey with Tetra Pak.
Yeah, I'm Italian. I started back in Modena, where we have one of the headquarters. Start with the consumer intelligence, so already navigating around consumer needs. And more than 8 years ago, I moved to this part of the world, so in Dubai. So it's more than 8 years that I'm within the region. And since then, I moved into marketing services, where we are really dealing with innovation, co-creation, and journey together with the customers.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, dwelling on your expertise, which is customer experience, right? So, share us a bit about Tetra Pak's focus on consumer experience, if you like, and the preferences, especially from a Middle East and Africa regional perspective.
Yeah, so what we do is we put the customer at the center of what we do, together with innovation, that is at our art. And together with the customer, we try to do co-creation, so journey together. So we analyze how the market is, looking at consumer trends, and together with the customer, we can come up with new products idea, positioning the products, and trying to basically launch something new. So let's say that the full journey, that's just a part that Tetra Pak is doing, because that's like what our team is doing. But then we're also talking about packaging innovation. That is where we are developing things back in Lund and Modena, and where we are discussing what is the best fit for the customer in terms of type of packages for the region, and what can be new also in terms of processing or in terms of new categories.
Right, right. So you have this customer experience center
Yes.
based here in
Yes.
Dubai. That's where you invite your existing and potential customers,
Yes.
and you work around
So
that. Yeah.
that's kind of the starting point of the journey, because we are inviting them to the customer innovation center.
Oh,
we call
sorry,
it. Don't worry.
Customer Innovation Center.
Yeah,
All right.
that's where we are showing the full journey. So starting from the packaging material, where is it sourced, to all the proposition, all the things that we can cover through the processing, so all the different type of categories that can be addressed. All the type of packaging, so filling machine, the type of filling machine that they need, if it's a speed, if it's more flexibility. Technical services, so all the services that we can provide them once they already installed the line at their premises. And then is there also where we are kind of showing them the full portfolio. Our core is dairy and juice.
Okay.
But then we can also have a portfolio for other categories, like, for example, food. Here in this part of the world, we are really strong in cheese, tomato preparation, hummus, so different type of categories that you cannot find, for example, they are exported, but you won't find easily in Europe or in US or in Asia. Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay. All right. There's another very important element to Tetra Pak's focus here in the region. If you can just give us a little more details about the emerging trends.
Yeah.
That what's really happening, because there's a lot happening within the let's say the sustainable space of packaging, and the trends that are there, and what vision does Tetra Pak have for the future?
Yeah. So in terms of trends, we are analyzing every year consumers, so what they are buying, what is trending, and what it's already become a trend. I would say that in the past year, one of the big trends has been plant-based. If I'm looking especially at Dubai and UAE, is where we saw the categories that was literally quadrupling their space into the shelf at the supermarket, together with protein. So those are really the two one that if you just look around, they are kind of covering the whole portfolio of categories. It's not, before was only like plant-based milk, now you can find plant-based into cheese, you can find plant-based into many other alternatives. The same with protein. Before it was only into, for example, yogurt. We have seen an explosion of Greek yogurt and boosted with protein. Now you can find protein everywhere, like cheese, snacks, gums, everywhere. So the thing that we see is like we have a couple of products that remain the same. So it's what we call like the regular products is more like our customer playing more with the positioning of the brands. And then we saw a lot of, especially after COVID, products that have been, we call it value added. So you're buying a product and there's also something more into it. It can be vitamins. For example, when we're talking about juice, it can give you a reason why to buy. Immunity is one of the claims. Or we also say is not always adding, but also subtracting. So reduce sugar, no added sugar, reduce salt. So having people be more health conscious to what they are currently buying. Yeah.
Wonderful. I mean, that's how you're heading to the future.
Yes.
With your portfolio of products. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Welcome. Thank you so much.
Thanks.